Hello,
problem.
hello, everybody, Spoiled Agents. I would love to introduce you all to Shamoy. I'm going to hand it over to Shamoy, and Shamoy is going to take us to a virtual escape to Barbuda. I'm so excited about this, such a magical destination. So I'll let you take it from here, my friend.
All right. So, hello, good morning, everyone. We had some trouble, some turbulence in the air, but we are landing safely in a wonderful destination today. My name is Shamori Richards from the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, and I will be wearing a different hat today. Today, I'll be a travel agent, a Canadian travel agent heading over to Barbuda to find out, a bit more about it because oftentimes when you speak to travelers, travel agents, or even the locals in Antigua, they don't know much about Barbuda because they've never visited it. So Barbuda is the smallest sister island of Antigua. She has a quiet and tranquil personality. She's roughly 60% the size of Antigua, so she's not that small, but she only accounts for 2% of the population. So Antigua and Barbuda together is a twin island nation. It has a population of 100,000 people, but only 2,000 live on Barbuda. So most persons, when you talk to them about Barbuda, at the front of the gate, what can they tell you about it? Oh, they know it's a place that has pink sand beaches. It has miles and miles of unbroken sand. You can be on a beach and not see anyone, and that's at any time of the year. It is known for its frigate birds and seafood. But what else is there to Barbuda that we don't know about? It holds a big secret, and we're going over to Barbuda now to find out what that secret is. How to get there. Now, there's several ways of getting to Barbuda. If you are spending time in Antigua and you just want to do a day tour, you can go via the Excellence Catamaran tour. It is a 7-hour tour. It leaves in the morning at around 10 o'clock and returns at around 4 p.m. So it would take you to one of the beaches over in Barbuda. You would get time to swim, to soak up the sun and the beach. And then they also provide transfers to the city. Now, if you want a more intimate experience, you could charter the Adventure Antigua vessel. It caters for a smaller group of people, and that one would be tailored for whatever experience you're looking for. So if you want to go there and spend more than what the typical tours would more time than what the typical tours would render, then you could do that with this tour because it's a charter. Of course, for both tours, it's all inclusive, so food and drinks are included. If you want to go by air, there are two options. You have SVGA that operates daily services over to Barbuda. It leaves in the morning and returns in the afternoon. But you also have Calvin Air. Now, prior to Calvin Air, there was Caribbean helicopters operating helicopter services between Antigua and Barbuda. You could do an aerial tour, or if you just want to go over there via the helicopter, that was an option. Not sure they're going to return. However, Calvin Air is coming on stream. That is a new airlift. They haven't launched this yet, but it is in the works. But that is something that we should pay keen attention to. Ferry services. Now, most people, that is how they commute between both islands. They opt for the ferry. It has a greater capacity. If you have more luggage, that would be the ideal way of going over to Barbuda because with the plane you have what you call a weight cap, so you may not be able to take too many stuff. So the boat is what would take you over. And there are two services: the Barbuda Express and the Carib Breeze. They leave in the morning at around 7. It's a 1 hour and 20-minute journey over to Barbuda, and you basically have most of the day to roam and to explore all of the magnificence of Barbuda before departing Barbuda for Antigua at 4:30 in the afternoon. So I'm heading over to Barbuda now. I'm using the boat because we have lots of viewers here today, and this is the only way I could take this group of people with me. I can't do it on the plane nor the helicopter, so I have to use the ferry service. As I stated earlier, it is a 1 hour and 20-minute journey. So I'm here now in Barbuda. Um, this is the dock. I'm looking for my colleague, who is Enrica. Enrica, you're on the line.
Hi, Shamoy. Welcome to Barbuda.
All right. Thank you so much, Enrica. It's such a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, I'm happy that I can finally put a face to the name. How was your journey over to Barbuda?
Ah, I I thought it would have been a roller coaster ride coming over, but I came prepared. I went to the pharmacy, I got my motion sickness tablet, and it was smooth sailing. In fact, it was a good journey. It wasn't bad at all.
Well, it's generally a smooth ride, but there may be days, depending on the weather conditions, that the water may be a bit rough due to high winds and waves. But for the most part, it's good.
All right. So, Enrica, tell me, Barbuda, she's the smallest sister of Antigua. And also, she is very quiet. Why is she so quiet? Why don't we hear much from her? Is she keeping a secret from us?
Ah, while she may be quiet, Chamoy, this is attributed to the fact that we have a very small population of approximately 2,000 people, a very closely knit community, and everyone pretty much knows everyone. But guess what? She has a fun side too, and I will show you that today.
A fun side. It's pretty difficult to comprehend that she's so quiet yet has a fun side. But we will see today. We will see. As a matter of fact, everyone, Enrica is our guide today. She's taking us through and through Barbuda. So we're going to uncover the secrets. Why is she so quiet? And Enrica just said she has a fun side. Everyone knows everyone, so it's a safe place. So we're just going to find out if that is indeed true. So what do you have in store for us today, Enrica?
Lots to do and to see, Chamoy. We will go into the main town, Codrington, and we will visit a few natural and historic sites. You'll see some restaurants, a hotel, and we're going to top it off with the beach. So
Hmm.
can we get this adventure started?
Yes, everyone is waiting.
Let's go. Okay, so as we journey to Codrington, our first stop on the left will be the historic Martello Tower. Now, this Martello Tower, it resembles that of a sugar mill, which can be widely seen scattered across Antigua. But unfortunately, or fortunately, Barbuda doesn't have sugar mill. However, this tower bears much significance as it was built in 1745 and it stands about 32 feet high. It was used as a lookout or defense fort for approaching ships to the island. And what they would do is that they would signal a message back to the village to let them know, well, a boat or something is approaching the island. Also, our journey to Codrington will take approximately about 7 minutes. And so along the way, I will show you a few points of interest. And by the way, Codrington Village is the only town where the vast majority of residents live.
Hmm.
Shimoy?
So talking about Codrington, you know what I want to see, Enrico? There seems to be a running joke in Antigua that the airport is as small as someone's living room. Is that so? I found it to be absurd, and I want to see it.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not sure it will be as small as the average living room, but I can assure you that it's adequate for its use. And it is also fully equipped with the basic necessities for an airport. And I'm sure you'd also be delighted to know that the process from check-in to the departure lounge will take you less than half an hour. And by the way, you'll be getting that personalized experience, as Barbadians are also very hospitable people. Did you
Mm.
have any breakfast before leaving Antigua this morning?
Not quite, because I was fearful of eating before, taking that boat ride. But I can eat something right now. Yeah, I'm hungry right now.
Okay. Would you like to try one of our favorite dishes? It's fried fish with roast dumplings. The basic ingredient is flour, and you also add like butter, salt, water, and it's kneaded into a dough. You can get this every Saturday morning, which is a tradition that Barbudans look forward to from 5 a.m. till about 11 a.m. There are also other local eateries, but I must make mention of one such as What Omoni's Best. This lady, she specializes in various types of burgers like seafood, vegetarian, and she also has her authentic deer burger. You can also find beachside restaurants and bars out of Codrington, which we will visit along the journey. Shamoy, if you have any banking to do, just to let you know, you can also have access to a bank that's equipped with ATM service. It also accepts all major credit and debit cards. There's also grocery shops around. In fact, we'll make a stop at one of them to grab some water for our hike. We would also get sunscreen for the beach, baby oil, and perhaps some off, because sometimes those pesky little mosquitoes and sandflies may come out, not all the time, but just in case, we want to be prepared.
Did you say hike earlier? I was told that Barbuda is flat and below sea level, and I'm not seeing any evidence of hills or mountains around.
Barbuda is a coral island. It's relatively flat, but there's an opportunity to hike. The highest point is also, which is also known as the Highlands. That's about 124 feet high, and there are lots of caves to explore in the area. Would you be interested in going there?
Surely.
Okay, so let's head on out on our journey to Twofoot Bay National Park. I must mention in the park, Chamois, there are several caves within the area, but not limited to, such as Darby Cave, Indian Cave, Gunshop Cave. I'll make mention about Darby Cave because it's rather interesting. Darby Cave is a sinkhole that is about 300 feet in diameter and about 70 feet deep, and it resembles that of a lush rainforest. Unfortunately, though, we won't be able to visit there today because it's quite a trek, about 45 minutes to get there and the same return. And sadly, you're only here for one day. We
Mm.
usually recommend the tour to be like an early morning hike, of course, with a guide, as there may be many pathways en route to the cave, and you want to get there within a good time. And the guide will be able to brief you on the historical remnants, because also in that area we have an old Codrington estate, it's ruin, that can be found along the way. So I guess, Shamoy, that's an incentive for you to return. So we're here at Twofoot Bay National Park, and our first stop will be Indian Cave. Now, Indian Cave got its name from the Amerindians, who once occupied the island centuries ago, and inside has a petroglyph drawing of a face. And that I will show you when we enter into Indian Cave today. It's a very short, rocky trek, which requires bending on entry. Therefore, I would recommend it for, individuals who are physically able. and if you're not claustrophobic either. And it's best to wear comfortable clothing and sneakers. Within the caves, you will see several caverns like Glowing Cave, Drop Cave, Bat Cave, etc.
Uh, Enrico, something is touching my leg. Is that a snake? What is that?
Oh my goodness. Shamoy, I can assure you it's your imagination, as we have no snakes or any other dangerous species of animals. However, if you're superstitious per se, there is a myth that once you're in here, you're protected. And this is because the cave is also known as the Guardian Cave. But it's totally safe, as many visitors would have been in and out safely over the years. So I believe we should be okay. Shall we head on over to Two Foot Bay to explore the other cave? It'll take you about 5 minutes. So we are here now at Two Foot Bay. The ruins in the view is called Gun Shop. Now, Gun Shop was used by the slaves as a signal point where they used what we would call like makeshift lights to distract merchant ships that would be crossing the Atlantic, which caused them to run off course, and crash on the reef, because Barbuda is littered on the northern side with a lot of reefs. So that would cause the ships to crash. And this was done in an effort to salvage all the valuable merchandise that would wash ashore. The hike is about 5 minutes leading to the top. And as you can see, the highest point on the island, it provides a spectacular view of the Atlantic. So as you look out on the ocean, you're looking at the Atlantic.
Hmm. I can't help but to notice how tranquil it is. There's no one around here. Nature is your closest neighbor. And the fact that you don't have
Mhm.
any snakes, any poisonous animals, I think it would be an ideal place for camping. Do locals or visitors camp over here?
Of course, camping is a huge tradition for Barbuda and Chamois, a huge tradition. They look forward to it from weekends to long holidays. You see over in that view there, there's a nearby cafe called Hillside View. Hillside View Cafe, it caters to visitors within the park. So if you're a camper or a hiker, you can have access to food and drinks, as well as a place to relax from your hike. And about 20 minutes from here, there is a glamping site called Frangipani, which is more tailored for visitors who prefer a more glamorous version of camping as opposed to using tents, although tents are still available for use. So, Shamoy, if you want to check it out some more, I can share the website with you and you can visit their Facebook page as well. So now we're off to Codrington. This will be a 10-minute journey to when we get to the dock in Codrington Village. Is about a 10-minute journey to the Frigate Bird Sanctuary. You will also notice chamois in the lagoon that it's very calm. And this is owing to the sandbar, which you see that is running parallel to the mainland. The lagoon is also a Ramsar site, and the local fisheries department, they've declared that area a no fishing zone as well. So here we are at the Frigate Bird Sanctuary, the largest colony in the Western Hemisphere and second globally to the Galapagos Islands. The frigate bird is also our national bird. I must point that out as well, of Antigua and Barbuda. Now, their mating season runs from September to April, and December being the peak season where you would see thousands upon thousands of frigate birds actively mating. The males would inflate the red sac, which can be seen dangling below the beak. And the one that has the biggest, brightest, and makes the loudest drumming sound will attract the female. So you got to get your chest all puffed up to get the female.
Hmm.
Also, an interesting fact, yes, Shavoy, an interesting fact about these birds is that the males take care of the eggs while females hunt for food. How interesting is that?
Maybe we need a bit of that with humanity, right? That would make things
Of
interesting.
course. I would welcome that. Yes, so we recommend tours. It's all year round, basically. Tours can be done all year round. But to see the birds in all their splendor, it is recommended to visit Barbuda between the months of September to April. That's when you would see them in all its splendor. So Shamoy, our next stop will be Barbuda Bell. And we're gonna continue in the boat, and it will take us about 5 minutes to get to Barbuda Bell. Now, Barbuda Bell is located on a 17-mile pink and white sand beach, and the property is only accessible by boat. Right, Shamoy? Exclusivity.
Hmm.
So Barbuda, yeah, Barbuda Bell is an ultra exclusive and eco-friendly accommodation that provides a remote vacation experience for the most tranquil setting, in the most tranquil setting, sorry. This low impact property is built using bamboo material, and the entire facility is solar powered. You have exclusively bungalows. The property has 9 rooms, which ensures a small number of people on the property at any given time. What also makes this property so unique is that it sits on a beach that is pink all year round. You will also be fascinated, Chamoy, to watch the chef pulls his catch from the sea, straight from the sea to the pot. Talk about eating fresh, right? Organic. The property also boasts air conditioned beds that seems to be a highlight for many visitors.
Oh boy, I'm just blown by this place because as I look around, and for the most of the journey so far, I haven't seen much people. And this is like
Yeah,
social distance becoming a
of
reality or a
course.
lifestyle here. And I
Yes,
just
yes, it is.
appreciate this. As I look out to the horizon, there are no boats, there are no planes flying
Hmm.
overhead. It's not accessible to
Just
vehicles,
you
so
and nature.
it's me versus nature.
Yeah.
Can I stay here?
Yes, it is. Oh, you
Can I
can.
stay?
You can.
But yeah, but we have
You
to
can
go.
just make a booking. Yes, you can make a booking for future reference, for future vacation, sorry. Okay, so shall we head on back over to Codrington?
Certainly.
We will we will make our way to Uncle Roddy's because it's just about time for lunch now, and I'm sure you're famished. And we will go to Uncle Roddy's bar and restaurant for lunch. The drive is about 15 minutes from Codrington.
Okay, Enrico, before we head over to Uncle Roddy's, I have a question. We came from a
Sure.
fabulous property. Um, that
Hmm.
one is usually commission based with agents. But let's just
Hmm.
say I have a traveler who doesn't want, they would have spent an extravagant vacation over in Antigua, and they may want a night or two in Barbuda, something a bit, on the, budgeted side. They don't want to be extravagant,
Hmm.
just a place to sleep. Do you have any
Hmm.
recommendations of apartments or guest houses over there that they would be able to access?
Of course, you can also find smaller self-catering guest houses and apartments on the island, even not too far from here, which we can walk over and I'll show you as well. You can find the famous Timbuk Bar and Restaurant, and they also have affordable accommodation. And you know what? They have a casino as well. So if you're into gambling, there's a casino.
Casino? I wasn't expecting Barbuda to have a casino. So, what other activities you have? You're showing me so much. We've seen historic sites, we've seen natural attractions, caves, and all that. Lovely beaches, pink sand,
Hmm.
wonderful hotels and eateries. What else
Hmm.
is there to be done in Barbuda? Because I'm shocked to learn that a quiet island has a casino.
Yeah. Well, we do have paddling excursions. You can do kayaking, you can do fishing, you can do kite boarding. There's now a new buggy tour around the island where you visit different spots. And as well, you can organize land and sea tours, just like we went to Two Foot Bay today to do the caves. You can also organize that, as well as the Frigate Bird Sanctuary. So if you want for future reference, you can reach out to us on our Visit Barbuda Facebook page. And so we can assist you with connecting with some of these tour operators. So Shamoy, we are here at Uncle Roddy's, which caters for a night and day experience and where you can eat some of the sweetest lobster lunches you can find, Shamoy. Succulent lobster. It has a wide menu option, and even vegans are catered for as well. And you know what the best part is, Shamoy? Your footsteps from the beach. Also, I must point out, adjacent to Uncle Roddy's, you will see a series of beachfront cottages called Barbuda cottages. Now, these cottages are fully equipped to make your stay as comfortable as possible, and they are family oriented. It's such an ideal vacation spot. Everything you need is right in front of you. Well, Shamoy, by the look on your face and the empty plate, I can tell you enjoyed that meal. Anyway, I hope you're not too full to enjoy our final stop, which is another 5-minute drive away, the beach. Here we are at Princess Diana Beach, and I'm certain that you're wondering how it got its name. Well, Princess Diana vacationed with her boys in Barbuda on more than one occasion, and this very spot was her favorite beach to relax. And as you can see, there's absolutely no one in sight. You see that, Shamoy? No one, just you and the beach and the sand and nature, Shamoy.
Mm, boy. Oh, oh, boy. So, you know what? Since Princess Diana was here, it seems like this beach has a lot of secrets on Princess Diana and Prince Harry and William. Can you share some of those secrets?
Shh. What happens in Barbuda stays in Barbuda.
Ah,
Anyway, you have an hour left to soak up the sun and the sea.
oh boy. We've had a full day. I'm sore. I'm going to take a swim right now. The water is absolutely amazing. That was one of the best swims I've had in a long time. Enrico, tell me, do I look like Prince Harry now?
Not quite, but you're just as important as him. One thing we pride ourselves in is having our visitors, when they come over, they come over feeling regular, but end up leaving here feeling special. And we here in Barbuda, we pride ourselves in our slogan. We say, we live it, you'll love it. And that's why we enjoy showing Barbuda and showing people what Barbuda has to offer. Unfortunately, Shamoy, our day has come to an end, and it's now time to head on back to the dock to catch the ferry back to Antigua. It
Oh
was
man.
certainly a pleasure. Yes, Shamoy, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. It was certainly a pleasure to show you my beautiful island, and I do look forward to seeing you visit us again. And hopefully, next time, promise, you will bring along your entire family or friends to explore Barbuda. There's so much
Well,
to see and do.
you know what? I have clients who would be interested in going to Barbuda. From
Awesome.
what you've shown us, you have something for the history buffs, for those who are
Mm-hmm.
interested in hiking, exploring, persons who are
Mm-hmm.
interested in camping, those who just want to seek solitude. I know Barbuda is perfect for seafood as well. The foodies, they would love that. And if you
Yes.
just want to escape, to be on a beach, and I have been here, there are many spots. It's not just one spot, many spots we've
Mm-hmm.
been to today and not see anyone. So that
Mm-hmm.
is social distancing in reality as a
Oh yeah.
lifestyle. So I will
Oh
be back.
yeah.
Can I bring my crowd? I know you want to keep it a secret and you don't want a lot of people, but can I bring a crowd? Is it okay?
Not too big a crowd. We can,
Okay.
span the vacation, stretch it out a bit. You bring a little bit now and then a little bit again,
Oh,
so you keep coming back. You keep coming back.
all right, no problem. So I will, for more information, I will visit Barbuda on your Facebook page
Yes.
to if I want to arrange those small properties that we spoke about or
Yes.
any of the tours. But thank you
Yes.
so much. You were a wonderful host. My clients, my family and friends, I'm going to be spreading the secret. The secret is out the bag. I'll be making noise about Barbuda. So see you next time, Enrico.
Thank you so much, Shamoy. Safe journey back to Antigua.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So Kelly,
Yes. That was so fun. I love it. What a great presentation. Thank you so much. And I'm sure all the agents agree with me. It was definitely worth the wait and getting everything sorted out. So that was wonderful. I know it's a lot of hard work putting together these presentations. And yeah, you guys did a great job. So I do have some questions. If maybe let's just see here. And I'm going to dig right in. Um, Enrica, maybe you could come and join us. And if you don't mind unmuting yourself and you can help answer the questions, if that's okay. Just
Sure.
awesome.
I'll try my best.
Nice. Oh, I'm sure you're going to answer. I like to call it my skill testing question time period. So, but it's all in fun, of course. But I just want to say you guys make a great team. So there you go.
Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you.
oh yeah, no worries. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. Um, Okay, well, actually, here's Lena. Lena, this is a comment, just kicking things off. So, Celine was there on New Year's Day during a cruise and absolutely loved the area. Would stay for a week with a group of friends for sure. So there you go. Awesome. Um, Next question. Okay, is one of the two ferries a fast ferry or a slow ferry? Can you explain that?
They're pretty much the same. The one that's Carry Breeze might have a little bit more horsepower than the other one, but they pretty much get to Barbuda within the same time frame.
Okay, that's great. What about the availability of scuba diving on Barbuda?
There's no one on Barbuda that offers that tour, but it is something that, like if someone who is already certified and they're coming with their equipment, they are welcome. There's a guide that can take them to the spot and then they could use their own equipment and go down and do their dives.
So in
Great.
addition to that, I know you can make some arrangements out of Antigua, special charters, if you want to go Barbuda
Yes.
and do stuff like deep sea fishing and diving and so forth. The opportunity is there for you to do it out of
Whatever
Antigua.
I wanted to add to that too. Excellent, excellent job, guys. But because Barbuda is so flat, it is said that, when those battleships were approaching, a lot of them were not aware that they were going to approach land, and there was a lot of
Uh-huh.
shipwreck that happened there.
Uh-huh.
What was that, Enrica? Is that a good site for
This
diving?
Well, I'm telling you, it is a perfect place to do shipwreck diving. But the only downside to that, like I said, I guess it's because Barbudans don't really have the resources. The shipwrecks haven't been really explored, but they're evidence that it's there. They do exist. And hey, we're open to anyone who may be interested. Like I said, you can get a local guide who will take you in the boat to the spot where the ship has sunk, and then they could use their equipment again and go down and do their dive. But
And
it's
for more,
it's something to explore.
and if you're in Antigua, if you want more information on all of the shipwrecks that litter the coastline of Barbuda,
Yeah,
you can visit the
hmm
museum. They actually have a map that
of
showcases
where the
all
spots are.
the various wrecks, and I'm telling you, it's a tremendous amount of shipwrecks on the east, on the northern side of Barbuda.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's interesting. That's great. Great question. I'm so glad it was asked. Okay, so
Yeah.
next question is are the ferries, is it very rough? It looks like Barbara did tour in Antigua and she found it was very rough, or is it more of a, time of year, weather permitting kind of thing?
It's definitely the time of year because, as you know, we have our hurricane season between June 1st and
Hmm.
November month end, right? So during that period, you will find that the sea conditions are a bit rough, sometimes down in December because of the winter season. And we do get that high surf. So during, say, from June to December, it tends to be choppy. Not every day, but it just depends on the particular weather condition on that day.
Okay, great. Okay, so Sheila's question is, I'm not sure if this was asked. Actually, nope, it wasn't. But guests that are guests required to make their own arrangements to get to Barbuda, or do the helicopter transfers, or is that something that us as agents can pre-book that for our clients? How's that? All
Um,
Um,
uh,
Go ahead, Shama, you can answer.
no, I was going to say we're not sure at this point because the one that used to do it before I'm not sure they're coming back on board, but the one that I mentioned in the presentation, that is something new. It's not on stream as yet, so we would
okay,
have to await that to come to pass.
great. Okay,
But
so we'll just kind of
more than likely, it will be.
great. Well, that's perfect. And we can always, of course, reach out to one of our BDMs in the Canadian Antigua Barbuda team and kind of, get updated
Yes.
when things are opening up, and then we'll get all that
Hmm.
sorted. It's forever changing. It's a
Hmm.
great way to stay connected with everybody, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
and once
definitely.
that
Yeah,
launches, Kelly, we will put it out in our paper plane. So we would
perfect.
like everybody to subscribe.
Of course, yes, yes, 100%. Um, and that's actually going to come up in the survey afterwards and give you guys a chance to subscribe to that. Okay, so the Barbuda Bell, who carries that property?
That
The
property is not
um
currently carried by one of our tour operators. You would have to book that directly. Um,
Maybe through
yes.
Virtuoso.
Yes, so I'm actually speaking to a tour operator wholesaler that is interested in that property. So when that time comes about, but for sure it is something that you would have to put together as a package for your clients because none of our current tour operators do package, nor does Ensemble nor Virtuoso package Barbuda Bell.
Okay. Does Barbuda have any luxury resorts?
For right now, Barbuda Bell would be the only property that's offers that type of luxury.
Okay, great. Okay, so I know we started a little bit late, everybody, and I know everyone's really busy. We are going to continue through and answer all of the questions, but if for some reason you have to scoot off, um, as of this time, I'm cutting the prize qualification off right now at 133. So if you have to scoot, we understand. Remember, the remaining portion will be recorded and posted. But we just we just wanted to say that right now. But we are going to continue on, and we have tons of amazing questions coming out. Okay. Okay, Tracy, no, actually, I'm going to hold. Tracy, I'm going to do you at the end. For the vegan clients, does Barbuda accommodate that?
Yes, we do. You can find a few restaurants, or should I say local eateries, that will be able to provide a vegan meal for you.
Okay, and actually, just part two to that. Did you hear? Sorry, did this agent hear correctly that Uncle Roddy's has a lot of vegan menu options?
The menu option is wide to accommodate as well vegans. So
Okay,
it's
great.
a wide option on the menu, yes. Not
Yeah,
specifically just for vegans, but
right. Yeah,
it can accommodate, yes.
nice. How is the cleanup and rebuilding from the hurricane going?
The process has been coming along smoothly. We still have a bit more to do, and that's because of, sometimes it's lack of resources and manpower, but we are getting there. We are maybe about 80%, 85% complete in terms of the cleaning up, rebuilding process. So we've come a long way.
Good, good. Well, it's wonderful to hear. Okay, so helicopter ride. Would that be a round trip cost? So actually, maybe we can just go over the cost again because that came up as well. So is there a round trip cost or is it like a one way?
You can, there's,
Shamoy,
well,
you want to take that?
yes, from previous operations, you
Mhm.
could do it one way, you could do it both ways, or you could just do a tour that doesn't land. It just circles Barbuda so you can see, you can get an aerial view of it.
Oh,
But
okay.
in terms of costs, that is a question that would have to be answered by email because I do not want to put out a figure there that
Right.
is, a bit far.
Okay. So again, another great reason to reach out to your team. What we'll do is we'll follow up with everybody afterwards because we promised those videos. And we'll also, of course, give the link for the specialist program, and maybe we can. And I know you guys have a Facebook as well, don't you, Shamoy? We can send if you're not already following the Antigua Barbuda Canadian Facebook page, maybe one of you guys can kind of give it a little shouts out right now. Anybody?
Kelly,
Yeah.
you wanted us to give a shout out to what our global Facebook pages. That was the
Oh,
question.
is it global? Sorry, I thought that you guys had a dedicated Canadian one. For some reason, I thought I stumbled across that this morning, but
Yes,
maybe I'm
yes,
wrong.
we do have one for Canada based, but it is not as active as
Okay.
our global platform. So that
Okay.
should be where agents focus their attention for right
Great.
now.
Can you just say the name of it, and then the follow-up email will give everybody the link, because that's probably also a great place to stay updated, with everything, all the forever changing, and get these kind of questions answered, right?
Right. So for general information and a good update on the destination, you would want to look at Antigua Barbuda Tourism, and to understand what we're doing live and in present time, like our bartending shows and our cooking demonstrations. That's where you want to look at Antigua Barbuda Tourism Live. So just add live to it, Antigua Barbuda Tourism, Antigua Barbuda Tourism Live.
Great. And again, maybe what I'll do is I'll include that in the email follow up. It'll either come from me or it'll come from maybe Shamoy or someone from the team, but we'll get that to you for sure. What's the best time to visit Barbuda? Are there any events or festivals happening on island?
We have been having annually our Caravana activity. And I know Canada has a festivity, something like that. It's also called Caravana. And ours, it usually runs on the Whitsuntide weekend. That's like the ending of May going into June. And it's about 4 to 5 days. And yeah, it resembles like a mini carnival, like Antigua Carnival, where you have nightly shows, and then at the end of it, you'll have that street jump up, the juve that they would call. Yeah.
Nice. Fun. Are there any car rentals on island in Barbuda so you can drive around?
Yes, there are some local car rentals available.
Great. Any idea off the top of your head what the approximate cost of the two ferries are, or kind of a range?
The Cari Breeze is 180 EC, Eastern Caribbean dollars. That's round trip.
Okay.
And the Barbuda Express is $150 round trip. Yeah, 150.
150.
And sometimes throughout the year, depending, they do offer specials sometimes. So the prices do change now and then. But you're not gonna spend anything over 200 EC dollars round trip to and from Barbuda.
Great.
And just to remind, the conversion is 2 to 1. So two EC dollar to 1 Canadian.
Okay, great. Thanks, Shmoy. That's great. Is there bottled water on the island?
Yes, you can get bottled water at the grocery stores. You can get them in the 5-gallon bottle. You can get them in the 1 liter. So yes, we do have bottled water on the island.
Great. Okay, does the Barbuda Belle have a chef? Is it considered all inclusive?
Barbuda Belle is all inclusive, and they do have a chef, and I was told he's a French chef. So yes, the chef is available at Barbuda Belle.
Nice.
I actually sent someone to Barbuda, one of my wellness ambassadors. I sent her to Barbuda, and she was just amazed that she looked out of her window from her little cottage and saw the chef actually fishing for what would make her lunch for the afternoon. So, yep, he's there. He's
Yes.
live and in action.
Sounds like some pretty good living, Barbuda, I'm telling ya.
And that
You shouldn't.
that also speaks to the abundance of seafood we have on Barbuda. So it's like
Yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah, exactly. It literally is right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home. I think I don't know. I think your secret's out. I'm sorry to say, but I think your secret is out. Those crowds are coming.
That's okay. We'll try our best to accommodate them.
Okay, I have a very important question from one of our agents here. She would like to know: is there a liquor store in Barbuda?
Yes, we can find liquor on Barbuda.
It's good.
Lots and lots of liquor.
All right, actually, Bernadette's question. Oh, is there good rum in that liquor store? I'm sure there is. Yep, no problem. Okay, so Bernadette,
can anybody tell me? Just type while Kelly's talking. What is Antigua's rum? What is the name of Antigua's rum?
Okay, in the chat box or in the question area? Oh, Aaron's
on it. Don't Google.
No, it's already typed. So obviously you have a fan here. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Oh, wait, here we go. Aaron is saying English Harbor.
Oh, wow.
Right, you're correct, Aaron.
Correct. So what do you think that what we talked about earlier via email to me? Can you remember what we decided?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Go on. Go ahead.
Yeah? Okay, no, you go ahead. Okay, so you go ahead, Tamika. You tell us.
All right, so Aaron, what I'll be sending to you is a pineapple-shaped bottle opener.
Oh, well, there you go. So there you go. Congratulations. That was just like just a quick prize giveaway. We weren't planning that, but you got it. So she was on it. She's right there. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay. English Harbor Reserve. Oh, well, there you go. How fun. Okay, so Bernadette had a question about the beach that you posted a picture of the beach that Princess Diana enjoyed. What was the name of that beach again, please?
It's called Princess
Princess.
Diana Beach. It was
Oh, there you go.
renamed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So that's what it's called, so it should be good. Are there any new cottages or accommodations available that were not available last summer?
There's few that's under construction, but I don't want to mention it right now until they're completed.
Okay, so it sounds like we have to have you back.
hmm Secret
Okay.
again.
Okay, secrets, so many secrets. I guess if you, whatever, is
See?
it one of those things, if you go to Barbuda, it stays in Barbuda, right? Like it's all that. It's all kind of,
Yes,
right? Okay,
yes.
good. Okay. Does Barbuda have a specialty cocktail?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head because I'm not so much a bar drinking person. So, but I believe you can find something. I believe
Yeah.
you would find something. Trust me.
Patty
Whatever
just
it
put,
is, it will include the word lobster.
oh,
Whatever it
okay.
is.
Whatever it is. Patty posted up the pineapple painkiller. There you go.
Patty, Patty.
Okay. So so I think that's all of our questions, but I do a couple questions about Corona and updates on Antigua. So I saved those for the end, and so we'll just ask these last two questions, and we'll let everybody go. So what are the COVID-19 requirements to get into Antigua and Barbuda? Like, or kind of where are you guys on that? Can you give us an update, kind of where things are?
Yes, yes. Actually, I want you guys to follow us live tomorrow as we announce via head office, though. Our protocols will be made.
Oh,
The protocols will be made public tomorrow. So I don't want to preempt anything, but for sure tomorrow as we get ready to reopen our airport as of June 1st. So and once we have that information and it's in a form that we could surely email it to you guys, we will do just that.
okay, great. So the airport is opening June 1st, so days away. And but as Canada sits right now, we are there's nothing on that at this time, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Yeah. So the airport's open, but Canadians, we can't get there yet. But we'll of course everything is evolving as things move. Good. All right. Well, I just want to thank all the agents for tuning in today. Spoiled agents, thank you so much. So great, amazing turnout, amazing questions. But of course, we have an amazing tourist board that was presenting today and a great destination, Barbuda. So thank you so much. And Chamoy, once again, you did a great job putting together a really fun, interactive presentation, just like you, of course, Kyle and Tamika did the last time. I'm trying to think, was that back in May or April? I don't even know anymore. The days are just rolling into each other. The homeschooling, and Enrica, thank you so much for joining us. It was such a privilege to have you here with us and interact. And you did an amazing job as well. It was a lot of fun. So
Thank you
thanks.
for having me. Thank you for
Ah,
having me. It was a pleasure.
yeah, yeah. And maybe I'll have Kyle. Sorry, Chamoy, if you wanted to kind of close things off and shut this thing down, I'll let you take it from here. Oh,
Well, I just wanted to say, from time to time you will have flight delays, but it's not the delay, it's how you get there, right? So
right.
we landed in a wonderful destination today, and I was
Yeah.
more than happy to share it with you. Hopefully looking forward for not only the end of the year, but into next year, we can see not only your clients, but also you, the agents, because it's something that you will really enjoy. So I'm just looking forward to more traffic into Antigua and Barbuda for the years to come, and to be sharing more presentations with you, wonderful spoiled agents. You were treated to an unspoiled destination today.
Yes, yes, definitely. 100%. You can tell he's like a marketing guy there. That's perfect. Perfect segue. Actually, sorry, I did mean to stop talking, but we will be contacting the prize. Tomorrow is Friday, I believe. Yes, it's Friday tomorrow, so we'll contact the winner tomorrow, and then with the follow-up email with everything we promised, we'll make sure that everybody knows who the winner is. So good luck, everybody. And have a great day. How's that?
All right. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Take care.
everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Tanika.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Carl. Bye.